So this is about a LOLI VTuber group. Oh, by the way, they already instantly blocked me. Like, I was already blocked before all of this started. How did they know? How did they know I was gonna make an expose deep dive on the fact that they're like a really, really weird LOLI slash toddler? This is really, really messy. So Naomi tweeted, "I'ma throw up. Y'all can't tell me that LOLI tubers don't know what they be doing. Quote unquote petite woman my ass. Y'all are weird." This is a screenshot of somebody stating, "Do you like barely legal LOLI tummy like me?" It's a screenshot of their post, but the name was cropped out so you can't really see it. Naomi follows up with, "Anyways, I blocked an entire LOLI tuber group. I will not be posting ads because I don't do free promotions." That is the tweet that started all of this, by the way. LOLI is like small young people. So there is a whole debate on the definition of LOLI, and I did not know this was a thing until I made my other video about potential LOLI baiting VTuber. Whether you think it is or not, up to you. I feel like I covered that piece in a very neutral way. Some people disagree with me. From my understanding of the term LOLI, I've only heard of the term LOLI used in a negative way, in terms of referring to people who enjoy very, very slightly suggestive child-like content. I have not heard of it used in a context to refer to small, petite women. Some people on the internet, under my other video, were stating that, oh, LOLI is just a term to refer to small, petite women. They can be of age. I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I have never heard of it used in that form until literally I posted the other video. I've never heard of it that way. So if you go on Urban Dictionary, which is not the most reputable source, but I don't think Merriam-Webster is gonna have a definition for this. LOLI has 3 definitions arranged according to popularity. Number 1, LOLI equaling young girl slash young looking girl, age neutral, SFW by default. It is also used to describe a body type. Age is ignored. Number 2, LOLI abbreviation of Lolita fashion, example goth lolly, wa lolly, hime lolly. Number 3, LOLI abbreviation of lolly, which is an attraction to LOLI. The attraction can be non-sexual or sexual. Barely anyone uses LOLI as lolicon, to the point that nobody actually knows that this definition exists. Really? Only used in a very specific context or very special kind of people. Having a quote-unquote LOLI body type doesn't make you a LOLI, just petite and small. Yeah, so like in the circle that I run in, the term petite is used if you are just naturally built small. And LOLI is referred to the age category that nobody should ever be clicking on. And this is just me personally. It makes me uncomfortable. If I see artwork of somebody that looks to be no older than like freaking 8 years old, we can agree to disagree. Maybe you really enjoy small, petite, tiny characters. And Brady follows up with, not to mention people like that have caused actual petite women to get labeled as child-enjoying baiting, as what's happened numerous times with a woman named Yuki on here. Naomi says, yeah. Nico says, they swear it's not a child. They say it's a petite adult woman, yet use words like legal LOLI. So disgusting. Naomi says, petite women are not that small, LMAO. Yeah. And by that, not that small, I will show you examples. So the LOLI group in question is a group called Lollipuff. And I cannot pull up their Twitter because I have already been banned or blocked or whatever. Avi put out this tweet stating, a deep dive into Lollipuff, their individual members and proof of all their vile behaviors slash views, content warning slash trigger warning in thread. They stated, read this first. Lollipuff is a self-proclaimed group of VTubing lollies. The group is 4 adults role-playing as young girls who are confirmed to be minors slash children. 25-minute screen recording of their content with screenshot labels. The content is labeled as suggestive, quote, might see content of their character, and lolly play slash lolly roleplay. What is the definition? These are the definitions that I just showed you. So here are a bunch of screenshots. Again, referencing this because I have been blocked. Here's a screenshot of the actual Twitter page. These are the 4 creators, Lil Riri Core, Momo, Lullaby Lita, and Bambi Hayes VT. Here are the models in question. This is one of those where I'm like, there's not even like a gray area. This is not one of those, oh, you could be like potentially on the gray area line. Like the other model I talked about in YouTube was a very big gray area. This one, without a doubt, these are absolute like 5-year-olds, bro. These models are like literally no older than 5. Like lolly isn't even the right word. Like I've heard the word toddler used for these models. Wait till I show you screenshots of what they be tweeting, cause boy oh boy. And by the way, let's just read what is written above their heads. Wants to be dominated, you don't have a choice. Will politely dominate you. Wants to be worshipped, will ask to sniff you first. Your models look like they are no older than 5 years old. I don't even want to hear the argument, I am a petite woman built like this IRL. The only people I know built like this IRL are 5-year-olds. Oh, so here's a thread. Dude, my hope for humanity is in the toilet. Hello, Puff enthusiasts. The fact that I have to read this is gonna make me puke. We have come together to make a general Q&A for everyone to reference in case they have anything they wish to ask, because this is like actually really hefty to cover. Are you all lollies? Yes. So they're confirming it. Lullaby Lita got their account suspended at 3.9k followers for violating rules. Momoe is still on Twitter. I've been banned by all of these guys, by the way, so I can't see any of this myself. Here's a screenshot from DK Dragon Knight stating, so I come back from work last night to find that the Lollipop girls have been targeted by mass reporting and Lullaby Lita lost her account. This is utterly unacceptable behavior from Twitter freaks. These girls have put their hearts and souls to all of this. Let me remind you, this is what they look like, by the way. You're snitching on yourself, Dragon Knight. I'm just saying. This is Riri Core's page, a little Riri Core. She's the green-haired one. This is the Lollipop girls page. Screenshot of the fact that they've been tipped off to the FBI. I mean, I personally, in my mind, have a huge distinction between Lolita fashion and like this type of lolly stuff. Like, that's not the same thing in my brain at all. And yeah, like, I feel like it must suck if you're into Lolita fashion, which is a very, very valid fashion niche that originated from Japan, into this bullshit. Let's look at tweets from these creators, okay? The first creator we're gonna look at is Bambi Hayes, probably the most vile of these creators. I would like to make a very gentle but still firm reminder of my boundaries as not only a VTuber, but a lolly VTuber who does NSFW content. This is where I draw the line. If you have a lolly model, we can argue there's a big gray area here. I draw the line at lolly creators who make NSFW content. You know exactly what you are feeding into. Exactly. You cannot plead ignorance here. There's two sides to this coin. Either you are the most ignorant person on planet Earth and just stupid, or you are knowingly baiting lolly content. It's one or the other. Either you're dumb as fuck or purposely baiting. I have nothing against legitimate lewd tubers. It is when you have a lolly model and then you do lewd content. I don't want to hear the argument, I am petite IRL and this is my body type. I am 5'2". I do not look like a 5-year-old. Nobody has ever mistaken me for being a 5-year-old because I don't look like that. So here, if you dislike the idea of age play, DDLG, etc., then this account is not for you. Bambi tweets, reject being an anti, embrace the lolly. I'm not even gonna read this out loud. Just read this for yourself, bro. I am not reading this out loud. They're handing out a soft N-word pass, apparently. That's a whole other conversation that I can't contribute. I am Asian, but like, will you bail them out? Pleads for mercy, swears in the court for their crimes. And I'll do it again. I'm literally neurodivergent and a minor. This is Bambi Hayes' model admitting in this piece that they're a minor, or their model is a minor. Let me put it this way. The person running the account is an adult, but they're stating that their model is a minor. I'm not reading this out loud either. Bambi tweeting, would you be down to watch NSFW content of family? I learned how to do streams there and I want to try it out. He XD. You literally 2 posts ago admitted that your model is a minor. Joking that you do NSFW content when you have a minor model like that. Live on Pomf, me and somebody doing SEX. Then they have this meme that they retweeted, which is a photo of their freaking child-looking model, and then another photo of a tool that men can use to enjoy themselves with. Okay, and then I can't show you this because it is giga scuffed, but it is a photo of their model, who again, they stated to be a minor, underage, doing this. My binky is my favorite accessory. I love my binky heart. End me now, please. Then we have memes like this, feeding into like a breeding or pregnancy, and them stating that they are baby. Look, I am baby is a joke, but like a lot of people say, I say, oh, I'm just a baby. But in context with everything else they're doing, don't forget to pet your child or else she'll die. Here's a photo of a hand pet, and then a photo of their model, allegedly canonically to scale, reaching the height of the person's belly button. This is disgusting. You need to actually just get off the internet. Look, kink shaming or not, it is what it is. This is knowingly feeding into child enjoying people. It is like this. I'm not gonna read this caption either. You can read it with your own eyeballs. That's the worst offender of all of them, Bambi. And then we have the next creator, Riri. So this was one of the posts of them. They are an adult, so this is not suspicious in nature. You can call me weird. I am weird, but harassing a pregnant woman because you don't like lollies isn't a good look. Half of y'all judging are also weird and once were my friends. Just because you're an auntie doesn't make you less weird or weirder. Be the older adults you are and chill. If you're telling other people to be the older adults and chill, why don't you just act your fucking age? Aren't you an adult too? Lolly means child. You should try to say something like petite woman. Lolly doesn't mean child, LMAO. This is what lolly means. A young or young-looking character in Japanese anime and manga. It's a fucking body type, you dumbass. Educate yourself correctly. I don't want to hear that argument. When your model looks like it's 5. What do you mean a body type? If you're using this defense that lolly is a body type, your model looks like it is 5. You're stating, my model has a 5-year-old body type. That is what it means to be a lolly. No comprendo. I am, again, of a petite build. I'm 5'2". I shop in the petite section, okay? So that jackets can fit me properly. I am not built like this. You don't have dwarfism. You look like a full-grown adult trying to role play like a child. Spooky Boy says, lolly stands for Lolita complex, and bodies either develop and become different from children or fail to develop and remain like children. Review states, lolly doesn't mean lolly. Dummy, you really don't even know what you're talking about. I said I'm not a lolly. The amount of gaslighting. Why are there 16 people liking this? How are there so many lolly enjoyers? I'm so confused. Another screenshot, end of school day, had so much fun today, trying to roleplay like they're in school. What type of school? Preschool? Kindergarten? Petite refers to somebody that is small. So typically that would be about 5'3" or below if you're 5'3", or about like 160 cm or lower if you're not from the US. And here are photos of their model being suggestive. Let me remind you again, their model looks like it's 5 with big boobas with the tiny strap across the chest with the words baby pointing up at them. Ew! Their actual age is 20. And look at this pinned tweet. Emoto sketty, like trying to type as if they're freaking 4. Let's see what we have this week with like a really childlike drawing with crayons. I want to throw up. This is so disgusting. The next person is Lullaby Lita. Yeah, why can't you act your age? Here's the thing. If you want other people to act their age allegedly and just like not harass, some harassment is deserved. If you are into children, you deserve harassment. The Lullaby tweeted, it's okay though, now I get to be your baby sister forever, right? With a screenshot of a meme stating the abuse she suffered makes her a forever puppy. Are you trying to make abuse cute? Are you trying to normalize it? They're playing it to incest too. Hey, can I own you in a toxic way where you still control me and tell me to sit and stay? But like for the purpose of roleplay, you belong to me, and if I catch you talking to other girls, I hurt them. Roleplay pet grooming stream with a W with them holding a bone in their mouth. Oh my god, it gets worse, guys, it gets worse. I take it back, actually. I don't think Bambi's the worst one. These guys are all equally bad. Lullaby tweets, haha, you missed, Oni-chan. Guess you gotta get me pregnant next time. I'm going to actually end it all after having to read all of this with a meme about little shooters swimming. Here's another meme. Back shots tonight, yes or no, with a photo of their model. Again, their model looks like it's freaking 4. If you come to my debut today, I'll try to give you milk. Please give me milk. But I'm still... Yeah, read that number. Read that number. Yeah, their model looks like it's 6. 4 with a huge ass forehead. All the brake capacity. Shame is full of air. Aren't girls cuter when they're almost R-word? Why are there 434 likes to this? Why? This one is filthy. Filthy, filthy, filthy. Nothing wrong with you if you were into this type of sexual stuff. But after 3 memes ago when they said, but I'm only 6, and then we see this, yeah. Forget about stacking donuts on it. Rub peanut butter all over it. You know what they're referring to. And then here's the anatomy of their body, which is so gross to me. Twin tails, in parentheses, handlebars. You know what that's referring to. Bratty grabbable hips. You know what that's also referring to. Emoto literally means little sister. Really? Anatomy of a spoiled puppy site, little sister. 25k-year-old lovesick puppy. Again, I hate it when these freaking lolly creators and in games too, when they make a freaking model that looks like it's 5 and then canonically is like, oh my god, but they're like 3,000 years old, so it's okay. Your model looks like it's 5. I don't want to hear you saying it's 25,000 years old. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Chon, but the entire VTuber community came after me for calling out somebody else. For them, I was a lot nicer because it was really in the 50-50 area. These guys are absolute filths. Oh, and then there's one more person, by the way, but they have the least amount of stuff on them. Here's Bambi stuff. Why are you so quiet? What's on your mind? Yeah, sus content. And Momo retweeted it. A base sketch for their model. I'll probably have to censor this. Momo tweeted, yeah. And here's a final screenshot of their account. They seem to be the least offensive one out of all of them, but the bar is super low. What's the difference between chibi and lolly? Chibi is just like an art style with a really, really big head and a really, really small body. The proportions look so exaggerated that it's very clear it's the art style. Lolly walks the weird middle ground where it looks more like a child. Like, here's an example of a chibi. Oh my god. Okay, this is AI art. God, do we have like a chibi made by an actual human being that has like a full body? Here's a chibi. This is an art style. It, like, the head is so big that you can tell it's the art style. Like, it's just a really cutesy drawing, etc. Whereas for lolly content, let me find you their example. You see how the heads are still big, but they're not that big? You can still see a lot of the body. For chibis, you can barely see the body because it's so small. The proportions look a lot like a 5-year-old rather than that of an absolute bobblehead Funko Pop. That is the difference. These look like children. The chibi looks like a Funko Pop. That is where the line is drawn. So anyways, that is the whole rundown about how fucked up this Lollipuffs group is. Here's the thing. If you're into age play, whatever, keep it in your bedroom, bro. But when you start putting it all over Twitter like that, the thing is, you are knowingly baiting child enjoying content. People who enjoy child content. That's what you're baiting. Who do you think your audience is? Don't play all ignorant being like, my audience is just people who are into like age stuff. Your audience is full of child enjoyers and you are blatantly playing into it. And then we have this tweet from Naomi stating, turns out that Bambi Hayes has started a witch hunt against me and a few others. And I've been blocked already, haha. So this is the screenshot from Tiny Nymphit Babu. Again, let's just take in context the name that they named themselves in their Discord. I'm going public about this because my puffs are too. Report this low-life horrors, harass them, report them, force them to graduate. In VTubing, graduate means quitting. I don't fucking care. I want them gone. They have Naomi, a creator called Bunny3x Bunny3, Mocha Tega, Muftis, and Daijo Bunu Maki. And they're literally trying to mobilize their Discord to get all of these creators banned. For what? Stating their opinion that your shit's weird? Naomi says, this is what y'all want to defend though. One tweet and she's starting a hate mob is wild. And they have successfully attacked 2 creators so far. They got Mufti's account suspended and they got Daijo's account suspended as well. All this for disagreement and opinion. All of this started because Naomi made one tweet with a screenshot of restating, do you like barely legal lolly tummy? Ugh. Just one tweet, one screenshot with the name censored. And this started an entire hate smear campaign that the Lollipuffs group is sending against all of these creators. For what? Not liking lollies? Not liking people who are feeding into child enjoying content and creating that stuff? From Obvi, that entire Google Drive is disgusting. Their priorities are really skewed, yes. So then we have a bunch of random hate accounts. Look, this account, Cutest Venter, 1 following, 0 followers. Interesting. Also, why are you talking about people wanting to do stuff to minors? Weird. As a non-NSFW account, why are you posting 18+ accounts for your minor followers to see? Weird, but go off. Because they're trying to send hate to Naomi. Luna says Naomi is an 18+ only account. She's established that many times. If there are any minors following her, they are knowingly disregarding boundaries and exposing themselves to content intended for adults. Minors aren't even supposed to be on Twitter in the first place, truthfully, because it's an adult platform. Hopes this helps. Oh my god, did they delete their entire thread? So then Cutest Venture says it's not in her bio and her revealing photos aren't censored. Next. And she allows self-roles for 18+ and minors in her Discord when there's NSFW fan art. So go again next. And Naomi replied, you do realize that in order to see anything 18+ related in my Discord, you have to verify that you're an adult. Also, the self-roles for minors was before I made my Discord server 18+ only. There are no minors in my Discord. Everyone that had the minor role has been banned since my announcement. Also, in case there are minors lurking, there is a verified adult role, which all adults are encouraged to get just so they know they are indeed adults and not just clicking the 18+ role. I take great measures to make sure my community is off limits to any of my 18+ content unless they're verified adults. And they showed how they went through this. So this is the Cutest Venter showing the reacts, which again, Naomi stated they banned out anybody who is a minor. I love Liviana's tweet. Stop the cap with the word referring to what Cutest Venter is. And Naomi is replying stating, unlike the lollies you're defending, I take great measures when it comes to my Discord. Also, since he didn't read a single thing before accepting the rules to receive a role. So here are the rules stating that the rules state they enjoy in adult content and their content is heavily focused and aims towards 18+. So from here on out, minors will be removed if I come across. Thank you for your understanding. To clarify, streams where I feel would not be appropriate for minors to view, I will have 18+ in the title, and I'll make sure to clarify that in the stream rules as well. I know I cannot stop minors from viewing, but it's the best action I can take to attempt to protect minors from adult spaces. This Discord is inherently filled with adults, and I didn't see it fit to allow minors in a majority adult space like the server. Hope you all understand. So their way of preventing minors is a basic button click. Yeah, but Naomi states that they also have a verified adult role in their Discord where people have to use ID verification with Discord to actually access it. And here's further proof. This is what you see with the self role, which doesn't mean you are a verified adult, which also means you cannot access these channels unless you have been ID verified. So if you're viewing it as the self-selected adult thing, you can't see any of the NSFW stuff. And here's another tweet Naomi put out. Damn, I'm not gonna lie, they defenders are beating my ass, but I'll be okay. The crazy thing is I was like the only person that didn't mention any ads when speaking my opinion, but somehow I am the harasser for stating one opinion. I'm the one that started a witch hunt on them, even though there was tweets about them before I even made mine, and I specifically stated I wasn't sharing ads. Learning to realize that in your content journey, not everyone will ever agree with your opinions or views, especially if you do lolly content. But to send a hate mob at me and then to say I am the reason somebody wants to harm themselves, in parentheses, none of the girls in that group have said this about themselves. I've just gotten a DM of somebody saying I am the reason the DMer is wanting to do it, while disregarding how the actions they've done could have pushed me to harm myself had I not had my best friends being here for me this entire time. Is insane to me. The pot cannot call the kettle black. I do commission work, so my Twitter is part of my livelihood because I communicate with my clients this way. It's not just my hobby or ramble box. So sending hundreds to try and run me off the internet and victimize yourself is insane. Here's the thing too. If you do content that is not popular content, that is niche content, okay? Doing age play, DDLG stuff, and doing lolly stuff is in the minority. That is stuff that a lot of people don't like, myself included. If you do age play, DDL stuff in your bedroom, you do you, bro. But just note, if you put it all over Twitter, You're now age baiting for child enjoyers. There are some things that should stay in the bedroom. You can't be surprised that people aren't going to be down for what you do. Comes with the territory. These lollipop girls are telling people to act like an adult, but they themselves can't handle criticism like an adult and start an entire insane hate campaign against creators calling them out. And then we have this tweet. Listening to a Twitter space doesn't equal harassing somebody. Apparently, anybody that tuned into a space is open to being targeted by cons. This is a tweet from Ira Karatsu, the folks responsible for harassing Riri. These are screenshots of people in a Twitter space. And Ira states, I have the entire list of their handles below. Report them all. For what? Report them for what exactly? For listening? Clover, thank you for the follow. Milky says, I scroll their page and thought nothing of them. Naomi says, this is getting weird, like actual weird. Like not even shrug it off weird, but more of like, why are you like this weird? Boomy says, us, giving our opinions of the situation and how we don't agree with what they're doing. Them, harassment. And Naomi states, one more thing, and the last thing I'm going to say because people are spinning narratives. I only ever tweeted my initial opinion, one tweet. That was the first tweet we saw from them, which was that screenshot with the name cropped off. And two, tweeted a screenshot that was sent to me about what was happening to me and others. That being this screenshot. Any other tweet I have made has been a response to lolicons coming at me. Those tweets are responses specifically for them. Stop saying I'm harassing those girls because I only ever made one tweet and didn't even tell anyone to block, bash, etc. It was one opinion tweet. Linking the tweets below. And again, that was the tweets that I was talking about. And Naomi says, out of all of this, I feel really bad for Muftis. She didn't even have a super large impact and was significantly smaller than everyone else who was targeted. She's an artist and that girl's community went up and mass reported Mufti's page because of her command. Please help. So this was Mufti's page again that got, and they had a new Twitter. Where was the new Twitter? First, thank you for the follow, by the way. Or they made a new account and their new account got like 400 followers, which is really pog. And then Naomi tweeted this the next day. It gets worse. It's like, it doesn't stop and they're after my partnerships as well. At first, I was convinced it was only Bambi, but no, it really is the whole group. And we have this person, Spoiled Kiddo, tweeting at Parapals. Guys, thank you so much for helping us so far. It looks like Twitter took action against one of the accounts harassing us. If you could also email AdvancedGG at info@advanced.gg and contact Space Panda Delta and let them know that Naomi has been leading a cyberbullying hate campaign and enticing harassment on Twitter and Discord, and she's partnered with them as well. All for literally one tweet. By the way, this is all because of one tweet Naomi made. And there's this follow-up tweet. If you could tag insert drama creator here in the drama so that could help him maybe getting my account back and help us push back against the harassment. He's very pro-lolly and could help us. And again, Naomi censored the creator, which again, something that I really want to point out. This entire time, Naomi has been censoring everybody's names. They could have name dropped. They chose not to avoid sending harassment to them. These lolly creators are just actively over and over and over again trying to send harassment towards Naomi for one tweet. Naomi had their account restricted for 24 hours, but they were able to get their account back. And I actually contacted my Advanced DG partnership as well because I was trying to like put in a good word because I have connections with them. And then Naomi tweeted out, hey guys, may y'all stop spamming my partnerships email asking me to be reinstated. I never lost my partnership and I'm not sure where the rumor started or spread from, but I am asking for both me and Advanced that y'all please stop. And here was their follow-up. And I contacted them before like any of this because their account was restricted for 24 hours. So they said, hi, sorry y'all. I literally couldn't say anything. I'm okay, not trying to commit fly and not graduating. Partnership clarity. I don't know where the assumption stated that I officially had been dropped, but it was never officially stated by me. It was, I think I made the assumption that other people is they changed their bio to you win. And that was the only thing in their bio. And then their account was restricted. So they couldn't put out extra tweets. So when you did that, it looked like because they deleted all their partnership ads, it made it look like they lost all of it. And that was after this tweet, bro, I'm done. They got banned like right after this tweet. So that was the only tweet with the bio that says you win. Bio and tweet clarity. Honestly, I was just being sarcastic and changing my bio because I know that there are people lurking my page waiting for my downfall or for me to run away. It was only supposed to be there for like 30 minutes just to see them act an ass. But then my Twitter ended up actually getting locked. And so I was stuck with that last tweet in my bio. It did bother me a lot that things escalated so far as spamming the emails of my partnerships. And so that mentally fucked with me since this is a partnership that I adore. But it was and will never be enough to run me off the face of the earth. Love y'all. Yeah, their account got banned because they just got a lot of reports. It wasn't because they themselves did anything bad, if that makes sense. And that is the rundown of this saga so far. But this is absolutely crazy. I'm sure this is not going to be the end of it. I'm sure we're going to see more of what happens, more of this. There's a lot of arguments in this case directing at whether is this lolly, is this stuff legal? You guys know my thoughts. I'm not going to talk much about that. You guys know where I stand, okay? I am not a fan of lolly content. It makes me uncomfortable to see it. Personally, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't watch lolly VTubers. That's just me personally. So am I grossly uncomfortable by the content that group Lollipuffs does? Yes. Is it legal? Who knows? We can debate this day in, day out. But that is not the argument at the end of the day here. That is the point of all of this, okay? At the end of the day, what this is a difference of opinions. There's a public group that at best is enjoying a really niche kink, being age play, DDLG stuff, or at worst doing extremely nefarious child baiting content. And then we have one person on Twitter, or like a bunch of people on Twitter stating their opinion. Naomi was the biggest one, the one that was the most vocal, and that I happened to see because I follow them. But other creators like Mufti were also making comments about it as well. And Naomi made one tweet stating with a screenshot of a really, really sus tweet that one of the LOLI creators put out and said, y'all know what the fuck you're doing. This is weird content. Literally stating their opinion. It was one tweet. And then that LOLI group went and started a hate campaign involving getting the list of creators making tweets that they didn't like banned off the platform and actively targeting Naomi to impact their earnings, all because a group of allegedly adults. These people are adults, even if they're trying to roleplay as, you know, underage people, minors. They're behaving like children and starting smear campaigns. So if you completely omit all the LOLI stuff from this, there was one creator, Naomi, who made one tweet stating their opinion, and this group got so pissed they started an insane hate campaign in their Discord. They got 2 creators banned and were trying to actively target Naomi's partnership because of one tweet. If we completely omit all the LOLI stuff, that is literally what it breaks down to, which is insane. And in my personal opinion, it's really stupid. If this is what you're into, if you're into age play, DDLG stuff, LOLI content, right? You should know that at best, and I don't agree with this, it's a niche kink and that people aren't fans of it. And that you should understand that people are not going to be fans of what you're doing because you enjoy a niche concept, like a niche kink. Like, here's me. I don't like soup. A lot of people like to not hate on me, but they dog on me because I don't like soup. I know me not liking soup is a really niche opinion. Most people are going to dog on me for not liking soup. I do not like ramen. I do not like pho because there's soup in here. It is a niche opinion that I have. And I know that because I have this niche opinion, most people aren't going to agree with me. When I say, oh, I don't want to eat it because I don't like soup, I get a lot of people being like, oh my God, you don't like soup. How can you not like soup? Soup is so good. You should try it. It comes with the territory because I know I have a niche opinion. I'm not mad that people, you know, make fun of me for not liking soup. I don't force people to understand what, like, my take, right, as to why I don't like soup. And other people don't force me to drink soup. And it is what it is. And we have a mutual existence and we call it a day. We agree to disagree on the concept of soup. And the same thing with this like LOLI content, it's kind of the same thing. You have enjoyment or kink. And again, this is really hard for me to say because I have my own personal opinions on this. At best, you are into something that most people are not into and that most people find weird. So therefore, you should understand that it comes with the territory that you're going to get people that don't like what you do and are going to state their opinions against you. And just mind your own fucking business and move on. Starting a smear campaign because somebody doesn't agree with you is insane because of one tweet. That's like me going out starting smear campaigns against people who like soup. You're one, fighting an uphill battle, you're not gonna win. But 2, it's just dumb. This is literally on a basis of opinion. But I truly hope Naomi can come out bigger and better from this. I hate that this has in some way affected their partnership relations. If you're purchasing from Advanced GG, use the code Naomi.